right beyond the safety and big-time plays right there.
A 61-yard pickup, his third catch of the day. The other two were simple toss. Came in here with 4 touchdown catches, we mentioned. Tied for the NFL lead from...
Well, it's one of the things that happens to you when you run the ball on first down.
It's a great day for football in the Pacific Northwest. The stands are rocking, the lights are on, and this place is electric.
Has it. Touchdown Hawks.
Hey 12s, welcome to episode 4 of 12's Tea. Man, that game against the Rams, that was a tough one to swallow for sure. But we have to stay hopeful, stay loud, and just stay brewing. And to lift the mood and bring back some sweetness to the cup, I tracked down the NFL's #1 wide receiver, Jaxon Smith-Njigba himself, for a little post-game tea time. Check it out.
Thank you for joining me.
Of course, I'm excited. Thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime. So, what kind of work did it take for you to become the #1 wide receiver in the NFL right now?
It took a lot of dedication, planning, and really execution. Just putting a lot of work in the off season, get a lot of time off. So it's important on how you use it, and I always want to use it wisely. So really just planning with my team on how I can get better, finding out what I wasn't good at and having those real talks with myself. I think that takes a lot, and really just making the right adjustments to be better coming into this year.
Definitely. And fans have noticed your chemistry with Sam Darnold. How does that connection brew? Like, was it instant or did it take time to blend right?
Honestly, in the beginning, we clicked early on, and then with a lot of reps at practice and just time away from the facility,
Mhm.
we just kind of start building a bond. And, he's a great quarterback. He's an older quarterback, not too old, but, 27. He's been in the league for a long time. So an experienced quarterback and really smart when it comes to football and, how we need to win and what he needs to do. And yeah, I would say it kind of naturally just clicked early on, and we're just continuing to build this thing.
That's good to hear. Also,
Yes.
congratulations on being NFC Player of the Month. How
Thank
does
you.
that feel?
Feels great. I'm the type of person to really focus on the big goal, which is our team goal, which is, getting to a Super Bowl, getting a playoff push. And usually when I focus on that, individual awards and accolades just fall in my lap. So it's definitely a blessing. And thank you for shouting that out.
Oh, yeah, of course. And you've played with some great veterans already. So, what's one of the things that you picked up from them that's changed your approach or your mindset?
Yeah, me just loving football and being a fan of football, and like you said, being with some talented receivers and other players, I respect their process and how they go about their business on and off the field, and really just watch how they move. A lot of them, like Tyler Lockett and Cooper Kupp and DK Metcalf, have personally, put their hand on me and helped me out in a lot of ways. And that is the culture here in Seattle. So it's just really my job to push it forward. And that's what we're doing.
And how do you stay focused when things get rough or the pressure starts to boil?
Really just understanding that those times are going to come. And for me, just staying level headed. Like, I don't want to get too high. I don't want to get too low. So just kind of staying in medium just allows me to go out there and play freely and just, have fun and play like in seventh grade football. So for me, it's just really staying even and always being positive and confident that I put the work in.
Mhm. That's good. And for the fashion, you've been making waves with your tunnel outfits. How
Mhm.
important is style and self-expression to you?
I think it's very important. I think now I'm kind of getting on the scene, and it's kind of a different way to, just express how I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? So however I'm feeling that day, you can throw it on and maybe, people out there catch the vibe on the same vibe, or respect the vibe that I'm giving out. So yeah, really, it's been good just to express yourself in a different way, you know?
Mhm. That's good. And what are your favorite brand outfits?
My favorite brand outfits, that's a good question. You know, I really just got some money, honestly. So I really just started going shopping here about 2 years ago. So I'm still experimenting. You know, all the big brands are cool,
Mhm.
you know, like Chrome Hearts and Louis Vuitton and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I have a lot of accessories and stuff from those brands, but I'm still venturing. You know, I like Marni a lot. I wear a lot of Marni, but and I like thrift shopping too. You know, finding stuff that isn't that expensive or a brand that we don't really pay too much attention on.
Mhm. I like that.
Yeah.
Outside of football, what do you enjoy doing?
Outside of football, I like hanging with family, chill. I
Mhm.
come over, chill with family and barbecue. And that's kind of what I like to do during the season for sure.
That's a good choice for sure. If you could pour like a message, like inspirational message for the 12s, what would it be?
Um, you know, let's enjoy this ride that we're going on, and um, you know, let's just have fun and let's turn the city up. It's exciting to see the 12s, the good times. We're in some good times right now, so just celebrate. You know, there's more to come, and I'm excited for what the future holds.
Absolutely. And my last question for you
Mm,
is if your game was a cup of tea, what kind of flavor would it be?
a cup of tea. That's a really good question. I would have to say just a solid, normal, everyone has drank, you know, that lemon and honey, you know what I'm saying? That
Oh.
lemon and honey, it's very natural. It's
Mhm.
very, and it's got the sour flavor, but it got the
Mhm.
sweet flavor at the same time. So it's a good mix, you know, it's good for you. Um, Yeah, so I would say I feel like I'm a natural out there and, you know, I like to bring people back to old times, you know, that old football and how, you know, they played back then a little bit with new school principles a little bit. So, yeah, I would say that a little lemon and honey.
All right, that's good. And well, thank you so much for joining me, Jackson. It was so much fun having you, and I wish you the best with the rest of your season.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You did an amazing job. Let's do this again.
Thank you.